Hey everyone, I'm Nick in the States. Today I wanted to do an inaugural 5-minute guitar blog. And the purpose is really like just quick hit thoughts, couple thoughts, something like that, to really generate conversation. The more of these videos I do, the more that I realize that the highlight for me is the comments back and forth. And then watching other people's video blogs of different things, and whether it's gear or thoughts on something guitar related. So I wanted to have a small format, short so that they're quick hits to watch and nice and easy on some guitar topic. And the inaugural one is, for me, probably one of the most important ones. When did guitar click for you? There's a moment. In my life, it's really 3 distinct moments that kept taking guitar to like the next level. The first one being, growing up, my grandfather was my idol. He was an amazing guy, larger than life, really funny, gregarious, sweetheart of a dude. And he was also a jazz guitarist, and he always played big Gibsons, hence why I'm kind of a Gibson fan. His 2 guitars at that time were a Gibson Super 400 from '61 with the Venetian cutaway, and a 72-71 L5. Great, amazing guitars. He always played through this tank of a JC-120 Roland amp. And growing up holidays, hearing him play, he'd play everything. And self-taught, 7th or 8th grade education guy who played just an amazing, amazing guitar. And in fact, if I've done it right, that's whose guitar is playing underneath. And get a little choked up thinking. Anyway, and the moment, it's a funny moment. I was listening to Metallica, and Kirk Hammett was doing one of his crazy little runs or whatever, and I was like, Grandpa, you're a guitarist, you'd appreciate this guy. I played it for him. And he had a colorful, he's like, oh, that's that guy. So he knew who Kirk Hammett was. He knew what Kirk Hammett's ethnicity was. This is another generation. I don't condone any sort of racism or nicknames. But he says, that's that guy. And, but he's lazy and he's missing out on this. And I was like, what do you mean? So he basically, on this big giant jazz body with a MIDI pickup in, flicked on his amp and a little rolling thing, and played basically almost note for note at speed what Kirk Hammett was doing, but he's playing on a flat wound jazz guitar. And he said, he goes, yeah, but if he had any sense of adventure, he'd do this. And he did this other thing that just blew me away. Like, I was like, oh my God. And it was, holy crap. Like, this isn't just some imaginary guy, on an album or on MTV. Remember MTV? It could be done right in front of me. And, I respected my grandfather even more for that moment and was blown away. But it also, in a way, became more approachable. The next moment on it was, I started learning on an acoustic guitar in my late teens, early 20s. And playing the crappy Mary Had a Little Lamb, the easy blues runs, the Stray Cats riff, junk like that. And it was like work and miserable, and I never wanted to play an F chord, and I thought about cutting off the low E strings that kept getting in the way, and I never seemed to need it much. We all grow up. And then I picked up the Squier Affinity Strat, a little Fender Frontman, and I turned on the distortion and played a power chord. And I was like, I got it. This is actually fun. And so I played through a bunch of stuff that way. And, Iron Man, Seven Nation Army, blah, 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 blah. And I was hooked because I could make noise that sounded in time with something that was going on. And some would argue I haven't improved much since then. But it was a good thing for me. It was a lot of fun. So then, after that, the next key moment, years later, I got a white, made in Mexico Strat, Olympic white, maple neck. And I had this little Marshall amp, came as a package deal for $200, 30 watt solid, valve state Marshall thing. And I played in a band situation with drummer, bass player, another guitarist, and me. And that first moment, playing just rhythm guitar and getting into the pocket while doing it, that perfect moment, everyone in sync, and like just being locked there for a bit. Probably not as long as nearly should have, but in my mind it was like, holy moly, it clicked again. Like being part of this music thing and the magic that happens in like a band environment and playing. And those were the 3 moments that like boom, boom, boom. Later was also recording. Like the first time we recorded with a buddy of mine, we used to record a lot. We still kind of try to. been 5 minutes, so I'll wrap this up. And having a song that we were proud of that sounded pretty good. Key to recording, always have someone more talented than you that you're recording with. Works better. So anyway, 5-minute guitar blog. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment, when was your moment? When did it click? What keeps you coming back? And I guess that's it. I'm Nick in the States, and obviously I've got a problem. Have a great day.